It is said that Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor of Judea, said at Jesus Christ's trial, "What is truth? What is truth?" I read somewhere very recently that facts have no meaning. Facts have no meaning except the meaning that we give to them. And each of us gives our own particular meaning to those facts. And our meaning, what we interpret, how our life is and how the world is due to our conditioning, the experiences that we've had throughout our life. And as everybody's conditioning is different, everybody's interpretation of the so-called facts is at least slightly different, and sometimes completely different. And that's why we have so many arguments. But even with little things, there can be disagreement. For example, I go out on a rainy day and I say, "It's pouring down rain." And a friend looks at me and says, "No, mate, that's just light, steady rain." So already there's slightly different. A rainy day could mean to someone a day of outdoor sports spoilt, and so it's regarded as very negative. But to a farmer in outback Australia that hasn't seen rain fall from the sky for months on end, the rain is welcome, it is good. So it's the way we interpret things that makes all the difference. Sometimes, of course, we see things so differently, from such different viewpoints about these so-called facts, that we'll even go to war. Ideologies, for example, stem from interpretation of the facts. One nation sees facts in total across that nation completely different to another nation. We, of course, we, meaning me or I, always think that we are in the right. Not only are we in the right, we have a right to force our opinions onto others. And this is done. This was particularly done, and I don't wish to knock particularly the Christian religion, but let's face it, when the missionaries went out various parts of the world to convert other people who they regarded as heathens to the Christian religion, all manner of atrocities took place. "You will take our religion or else." And not only the Christian religion, the Islamic religion would be the same. "Change your religion to us or else." Where did the ideas come from in the first place? Our conditioning, our interpretation, how we've been brought up, how we've accepted the opinions of others to the point that we believe they are true. But as Pontius Pilate said, what is truth? There are facts. We know there are facts. We know, for example, in the little story I just gave you about the rain, the fact is rain precipitates out of the sky from clouds and falls onto the ground by gravity. That is a fact. How we interpret whether we like the rain or not is entirely due to our conditioning, how we see life, how we see it at that particular moment. For example, a farmer, if he'd had a deluge just a few weeks before, he wouldn't be glad to see the rain. It might be ruining his crops, too much of it. So it's all a matter of our interpretation of what is true and what isn't true. It's the truth. It's our truth. but it might not be somebody else's truth. This we need to remember. Our particular paradigm of how the world is might not necessarily line up with someone else's. Does that mean that we've got to force our opinion on theirs? Or accept their opinion when forced upon us? Certainly not. Keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. Everybody sees the world just that little bit differently. But we're all human beings. We're all here to experience our lives. Let's be more gentle with one another, more tolerant, more loving.